Today I'm going to remove this window. This is not an original window, but was a replacement already. But this part is all broken up, so I do have to replace it. Here is my replacement window. And it needs an existing opening of maximum 28 and an eighth. My opening is 29, so I'm gonna have to pad it out with some plywood or some other lumber. And as far as the height, it needs to be 53.5 at least. I think I might have that, but I may have to also rebuild the height. It's kind of a little bit tight. It's hard to measure it with the window in it, but it's about 53.5, so we'll see. The first thing I'm gonna do is remove the trim that's covering the gap between the frame and the window itself, so I can get into the gap, and then I will remove the sashes and going from there. I'm gonna try to save the trim. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to cut this first because it's caulked. So I cut the caulk. Now I'm going to try to pry it out. On both sides. Okay, here it goes. So if I wanted to just break the trim, probably it would have been easier, but I'm gonna see if I can just reuse it anyway. Okay, so I have to do on the top and on the other side. So I took off the trim. The next thing I'm gonna do is take out the window panes, which is fairly easy. From the bottom, you just pull it up a little bit, unhinge it up here, and then pull up one side, and then it will come out. For the top one, same concept, pull it down, unhinge it. Next we'll take out the screen. It usually is just tensioned in to one side. So push it to the side where the tension is, and then it will come out. So now I'm going to take out the stops. Actually, I don't think I need to take that out. I'll take this out here. And then I can unscrew these. They're usually just 4 screws. There's one here, and there is one down here on each side. So I'm gonna just unscrew those next. And then I have to cut the caulk like I did before with the saw. I'm gonna go in here and cut the caulk. So I took out the window and cleaned up the frame. Took out all the old caulk around and removed the sash from the new window so I can take the frame and dry fit it into the hole. See where we are. Oh, it's gonna fit. It's actually a little bit too big, so on the side I have too much of a gap here, so I'm gonna have a plywood piece put in on at least one of the sides. Some gap left, but this might be too big. So this is about 3/4 inch. So I can probably fit a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch plywood in here. I kind of want to put it in both sides though. So I think what I'm going to do is for this one Yeah, it's almost an inch. So what I'm gonna do for this one is cut 2 quarter-inch plywoods, one for each side. And as far as the top, I think that's fine because I'm putting some tape on the bottom. Okay. So finally the window is in. As I said, there's only 4 screws. And then I just put back the window panes. That's what it looks like. Now I'm gonna have to caulk this in. And I want to look at the outside and see if I need to caulk there as well. But it looks like I could have probably put a thicker plywood in here. And I also think I'm gonna put an extra screw in there because the bottom seems to be a little wobbly. But I'm just gonna shove a whole bunch of caulking here, and that's gonna actually help to stabilize it as well because it acts as a glue. I had to put a shim here, and I did put a little bit right here because it wasn't exactly leveled, but now it's leveled and it's operational. And the top one is working as well. So we can now lock it nicely. Talk to you later.